What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Latocha Show with your boy Howard. What's going on, y'all? Listen, I promised y'all that I was starting the new series that I had been prepping for y'all this weekend, and I have been going back and forth with myself about the first episode that I have already watched several times, and it's actually really funny, but I just cannot put out no mess like that with the way I just can't do that. So even though I did not want to do this, I fought with myself about doing this. I gotta be 100 and I gotta do it the way I know I want to do it because the presentation is everything. Even though I'm a small YouTuber, I still try to do the best that I can. I don't want to do no half stuff. I just don't. Okay. So we just gonna run it back. That's just how it's gotta go. So listen, since I have not got to actually give it to y'all or give y'all a hint of what it is, this new series is called R&B Demons, not R&B Divas, no. But it's piggybacking off from R&B Divas, but R&B Demons. The concept came from, remember when I always be talking about them R&B divas and we be talking about how all of them girls crazy? No, I was just saying to y'all, I was like, have y'all ever noticed that a lot of them girls be kind of cuckoo, like throwed out? That's where that come from. And I told you I was thinking about doing like a series anyway when I was talking about one of them crazy helpers. I think it was Kiki or maybe it was Kelly. It was one of them. Because I'm tired of always going grab them here and there whenever they do something crazy. Now, I got at least like 4 other ones already lined up. But if y'all got some that y'all want me to add to the bunch, and that it's piggybacking from R&B Divas, so it's going to be branching from them. But baby, if y'all know some from the 90s, the 80s that I might have forgot about that was crazy, had some issues, just throw them in here if y'all want me to do them and we can get in their business, all right? So the first R&B demon, it's none other than low down dirty Latasha Scott. Y'all may know her as Latasha Scott. Over here, she is going to be referred to as Latasha Scott, ex-former original member of Escape, sister of Tamika Scott from the group Escape. So if you're new here, kick off your shoes and get comfortable because we family, baby. Make sure you like and subscribe. Also, make sure you have your notifications turned on so you can be notified whenever I drop another manga like this. And without further ado, y'all ready? Let's get it!
Yes, I'm jaded. Most of the things I don't wanna say. I won't be around while you chase. You'll try to come back when you faint.
So I'm gonna try not to make this long because I don't want to make it seem like I'm airing her the hell out, but she's not gonna get no free passes over here. Regardless of whether I'm doing this all over again or not, she's still gonna get the business from me. I don't like her, to be honest with y'all. I can't stand her. She's a liar. She's low down. And I'm gonna just let us go and get into it. Now, the reason why I started off with her on the first episode, because I always tend to cross paths with her when I'm doing content or looking at old content of mine, or just for some reason, she always comes across my scrolling when I'm doing content and stuff. And she just irks my soul, but she's definitely not going to be missed in here. She's going to be called out in this. She is definitely a R&B demon in my eyes. She is. That won't ever go away. I want to be very clear on that. Now, the way we're going to do this is after I lay out everything about her that we know that I consider to qualify, that I would consider that qualifies her as an R&B demon, y'all are going to vote in the comments at the end and tell me whether y'all think she should still be considered an R&B diva or R&B demon. And y'all ain't got to put R&B with it because that's too many letters. So we're going to shorten it. And in the comments, either she a diva or a demon. In my eyes, she's a demon. In y'all's, who knows? Y'all might got a little more love in y'all heart than I do, but I do not. I don't. And I'm about to, and guess what? Y'all about to find out why. Okay. It's now for those of y'all that may not be aware, but y'all been over here for a while with me, so y'all are aware. Latasha is low down. Okay. And I call her Latasha because she done some low down stuff, which we ended up finding out later on through the years. Because I feel like during R&B Divas, we didn't really get to clock, or I'll say for me, y'all can tell me if y'all feel otherwise, but I'll say this for me. She is considered really to me a wild card in this series. And I'm going to tell y'all why I consider her a wild card. She's a wild card because in the beginning, like during her era of being on R&B Divas, Latasha was really low key and like a quiet, timid. Like I didn't even see her or even thought I would ever see her in the light that I see her in now. But I think the reason why is because she does not have a big personality. And when you factor in those other big personalities like Kiki Wyatt and Nikki Gilbert and Selena Johnson, they all have really big personalities. So I think that's what it made it easier for us to not pay so much attention to her and zone in more so on them. So I'm just saying, to me, that's why I considered her a wild card, because she really kind of shocked me all these 10, 12 some years later when we ended up finding out how low down and dirty she really was. But I'm going to go and do a little walkthrough so we can just kind of like get a understanding on why I consider her as a demon, and she will always be that. Whether y'all vote her to still be a diva or not, in my eyes, she a demon. But it's teamwork. We're a group. We family. So if y'all want to say she a diva, I was gonna say I run with it, but I ain't gonna lie. Y'all can say she. Y'all can. Let me get started because y'all ought to know what my head is with her. Anyway, I'm gonna let y'all hear why I consider her what she is.
No, don't stay and work it out. No, please. First of all, you gotta let her get it out. We heard Vicky. Right, but she ready to leave. She about to leave. Oh, she about to leave. She's not gonna leave, but I need to get her out of the store. No, let her go. Now, come on. Whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on now. No, because I grabbed your hand.
Okay, so this is why I said she was a wild card. I'm not playing this whole scene because we already know how crazy this scene got. But this just a brief part of this scene, but also captures one of the small moments that she had that was like a hiccup in R&B Divas, but it wasn't really much, right? And because I feel like Kiki has such a big personality, it still made us look more at Kiki crazy AWS and less at Latasha. You know what I'm saying? Keep watching, y'all.
I didn't grab your hand. I grabbed your hand in a loving way. It was a loving manner. It was in a loving manner. Cool with that. I try my best to kind of be neutral about a lot of things because I don't like the other side of Latasha. But I'm not going to allow someone to put their hands on me, especially when I'm trying to get my point across. And you've had the floor. You said what you had to say, but you're not giving anybody else the opportunity to talk. You're being disrespectful. Let the lady finish.
Here's my thing though. Did y'all ever clock it? She said she tries to be neutral because she don't like the other side of Latasha. It maybe the other side was Latasha that she don't like her. Maybe she already knew that other side of her was there, and she don't like it either. That probably was her warning us. My, low down dirty dog, you. Go on, Latasha.
Let the lady finish. Okay, she getting up to leave. How the you gonna finish? I just said it. What she got done. I'm going there, but female. Okay, well you ain't got to. We just want to let you hear her side of the story.
But see how crazy that made Kiki look? Kiki is crazy though. But like that made her look real crazy, and it made Latasha look like it really made her look like she was being the neutral one, like the level-headed one. Cause Kiki and Andy Stone was going at it, but I still don't like you, ma'am. Let's keep on.
Yeah, you did. When I grabbed your hand in a loving manner. But did I look at you like that though? Did I really look at you like that? This is what I'm used to. It's cool. No, I don't like the way that you came for me though. Wait a minute. I don't like Tasha.
It's something about that part though that she did, like she was making her exit. She tell Kiki, like she was sitting thinking about it. I don't like the way you touch me though. She like, I don't like the way you touch, the way you grab my hand. The way she grabbed your hand, you low key wanted a moment. That was just real pig. Oh god, look, y'all, look how her mouth looking. Like she really that bothered. It wasn't even that serious. I mean, Kiki crazy, but she grabbed your hand, Latasha. You act like she hit you. Like the warning signs of that should have been a warning that you was full of shit. Look at that.
This is what I'm used to. It's cool. No, I don't like the way that you came for me though. Wait a minute. I don't like Tasha.
That was the beginning of her. She had me fooled. I ain't gonna lie. I still saw her as a sweet, she was sweet. Now we going into Latasha Scott, who we grown to know her to be. Okay, now y'all remember she ended up going on that show, the Escape Show first. It was like just kicking it. And then her and, Kandi was getting into it on now. And we was seeing on that show, the Kandi was kind of like with telling even Tiny when they would get to arguing, like, I don't really want to fool with them because Latasha and her sister Tamika had already been slandering Kandi name through the years, making up that whole lie about Kandi had been messing it with Jermaine Dupri. Come to find out, it was Latasha that put Tamika Scott up to do it, and Tamika really did that allegedly for Latasha because she put that key, aka lie, in her back. Low down. But then fast forward to this other show they had with SWV and Escape, and I can't play like everything. I think I can only put show little parts of it because when I tried to run it through the what's the name, YouTube flagged it. But this is the show they was doing, SWV and Escape. What happened was the T hack came out that Kandi and the rest of the girls at Escape found out that Latasha, husband Rocky, had been getting paid on the back end behind, I guess, after they do shows. That Rodney was getting a cut. And they was charging Latasha up. This was when we really got to see Latasha in rare form. They was blasting her all through here in these text messages. They was showing her in this little setting, the text message, for everybody to see screenshots of Rocky text messages with one of the guys on the back end of the promoters that has exposed the T that man had been getting paid on the back end. And the way I seen it was, well, baby, if your husband getting paid on the back end, you getting paid too because y'all are together. So you can't say you don't know about it and y'all married because y'all go to sleep every night. You know about it. And Latasha calls, as y'all see, she on the phone. She called Rocky because she talking about, y'all believe this? Y'all gonna believe this? Baby, it's text me. That's Rocky number. Called Rocky. Rocky was getting cute on the phone with her, telling her, put me on speakerphone. Tasha, I don't need you to speak for me. I don't need, and Kandi was like, Rocky, what these is your text messages. You do know such and such. He was like, yeah, I got his number. I got the same text messages. And he was still trying to deny, telling me he don't got to steal nothing from nobody. And then Latasha, she was so busy sitting there trying to make it seem like they was just making something up. Yeah, but y'all, these are text messages. Y'all believe this? And Kandi was like, but that's your husband. Like, she's from, but I didn't know about this. Kandi like, but that's your husband. Like, you ain't got to lie. She was still trying to lie. That really put a bad taste in my mouth with her. And she lied herself all the way through this and played like she knows what's going on. Got up. Look how she was looking right there. Like, yeah, y'all getting down on me. Got up, riding with her man, talking about, oh, yeah, I'm done with this. I'm so done. Walked to her car. She did a whole lot. Can't stand her, y'all. I do not like this woman at all. So then she lied about that. The group instantly was kind of like at odds with her. This time, Tamika was not riding with her. She was not siding with her because not only was this girl playing a part with this man when they was allegedly getting money on the back end, but also Tamika had exposed the fact that Latasha and her husband, Rocky, allegedly stole $30,000 from her when she was pregnant with her daughter. And when she tried to call Latasha on it, Latasha acted like it was made up and swore down she didn't steal her sister money. And it was a lie. She even confronted the mama and told her, put her mama on blast about it too. Tamika did. And Tamika said her mama said, you don't know what she was going through. How you gonna say you don't know what she was going through? And Tamika was crying saying, I was pregnant with my daughter at the time. How you gonna tell your pregnant daughter that when she telling you as a mama that her sister, your other older daughter, that stole some money from her, you don't know what she going through and you see your other daughter pregnant right now? That made me think still to this day that mama got something to do with it. That mama got some of the money. I ain't gonna lie, still to this day, I love you, Tamika, for doing what's right and taking accountability for everything, every part you played in this. But baby, I ain't gonna lie to you. Your mama, I don't trust still to this day. I think your mama had got some of that money with Tasha. I'm telling you, I think Latasha gave your mama some of that money. That's why she rode for that lady the way she did. Rubbed me all the way wrong. Latasha got on the phone, got online after denying it on the episode, got online, doing a whole bunch of lying, said crying, looking like a damn mudslide going down her face, snot and everything, because she was getting drugged. Not taking no accountability still. Let's watch.
I steal my sister's money. I did not steal my sister's money. Tamika, you know I didn't steal your money. And if there's anything that I can do to resolve this, I'm going to resolve it.
Pay her money.
I just wish that my sister will talk to me. How does everybody know? How is it just coming out? How is it because the cameras are out? I'm just finding out something like this that she says happened years and years and years and years ago when she was pregnant with my 10-year-old niece. So now when the television comes on, this is something. How would you feel if somebody all of a sudden just brought something up that you knew nothing about and now you got the world asking questions? I don't know.
Baby, when I tell you that lady was going on all types of radios, sit down with this same lie. Same lie. How you gonna say your sister knows you ain't stole her money, but she is on TV crying, calling you out about stealing her money? Like, That's crazy. And if you want to make the situation right, this lady was going on all these radio shows. But not one time did she fix it and pay the money. All this she did. You want to make it right, still ain't made it right. But on here, when she was over here, Rick Smiley them, they wasn't letting her make it. And Brett was letting her have it, and I was loving every bit of it.
Nothing about no money. No $30,000. I don't know nothing about that. So instead, talk to me. I'm your sister at the end of the day.
They said they were trying to talk to you.
TV? Who was that? Brett? Who?
The girls.
Brett,
your sister and
Brett,
Kandi.
let me just
but
say
they
this.
said you change your number all the time, and somebody don't have your number.
Brett, when I had my number, nobody was using it. And then it was the same time. Nobody was using it. I get it. You know, everybody, you got your people that you like. You know what I mean? I get it. But at the end of the day, please listen to all sides. You know, hold on one second. Brett, come on, let's keep it 100, Brett. Me and you tight.
All I know how to do is keep it 100.
Okay, well, let's go back. Me and you was tight. Me, you, and Nicole, we was the ones kicking it. So how you gonna say when you peeped your head, I was the one who embraced you the most?
At JD Studio. I never forget it. I came from Chicago. All my granny taught me was I love everybody. We was cool after that, but at first I felt no love, and I was scared of you the most.
Hey, Brett, can I ask something? And you loved on me the most. I was with your mama and everything.
I did love on you. We all grew up together.
Come on, Brett.
I know your mama too.
I mean, you know.
I just got to ask one question.
I got you.
Rocky, Rocky, did you cash the check?
Baby, they was so messy on there. What Gary told me, Rocky, did you cash the check? We still ain't got answers about this, y'all. We still have not. No resolve. Still. And then she was on Nene's show podcast doing all of this.
Music reached her. I was able to even reach my sister. I hadn't talked to her in a minute. Yeah. But that song resonated with her and we were able to have a conversation. So that residuals challenge for me did more than just me saying.
Bold-faced lie, because even after she did that residuals cover by Chris Brown and everybody was doing, she did that residuals cover and you could tell she was being cute even at the end of it. And when people asked her sister what she thought about it, Tamika said out her own mouth, she felt like it was genuine at first in the beginning and she felt everything she was saying in it, but at the end of it, Tamika said she felt basically the same thing everybody else felt when Tasha did all of that. And she said, after I seen the end of it, I was like, no, ain't nothing changed. So she lied again. Latasha Scott, I'm telling y'all.
Why do you think it took this moment to reach out to her?
It didn't take that moment. I reached out to my sister several times, but she just didn't answer. And so at that moment, when she went on to say, hey, pick up the phone, pull up on me, I'm like, perfect. That opportunity was there because she said,
yeah.
And she put it up on her social media.
That she wanted to.
That she wanted to write. And when I reached out to her after that, nobody said nothing. I remember when we were about to do Understanding, the song was getting ready to come out, and she had gotten pregnant. I'll never forget. They were like, okay, we're gonna kick her out. That bothered me.
Yes.
Even though I knew I was like, Tamika, we need to use, everybody was like, we use birth control. This is our first time. The world doesn't even know escape yet. Yeah. So you're gonna forfeit all of this, and I felt away, but I couldn't give up on my sister. You know what I told them? She goes, I go.
Let me tell you something. If y'all is watching me, I know somebody that been this person before. I'm gonna be honest with y'all when I'm gonna tell y'all, be honest with y'all when I say this. Whenever you done wrong somebody, and you know you done wronged them, family or not, when you done wrong somebody that's dear to you, that was once somebody of importance to you in your heart, don't try to defend your wrongdoing. Don't try to jump on the internet or jump on the phone with the other people and bring up some stuff you did way in 1999 to try to validate and justify your position at the present moment. Because that's not how that works, baby. What in the goddamn hell do what she did, speaking up for her sister when they was teenagers, just starting the group and she was pregnant, what does that got to do with the $30,000 today? Somebody tell me. You got to watch people like that. You got to watch people like, this is the problem she has. Where is the money? It's 2025. We about to go on, we about to go on 2026. Where is the money? That's what they want. Like, all this to be solved if you pay your sister, fix the money, and like, that'll solve everything.
Sister.
Do you think that your mom can help mend your relationship with your sister?
She's trying. When my sister stopped talking to me, she stopped talking to family members because they were like, no, that's wrong. They were telling her like that, why would you do this?
Yeah.
And when my mother said to her, Tamika, no, why? It made her back off. And like you said, she probably needs time to heal, and I'm giving her that.
She does.
Because the family, no.
Please shut up. Cry me a river. Like, please stop, girl. Like, you, your mama, all y'all just as low down. Talking about why would she do what? Air you out? You and your husband allegedly stole the lady money. She had every right to air you and him out. Why was she talking about your mom and them talking about why would she do this? Oh, okay, yeah, then all y'all are the problem. Then if you ask me, I don't mind her cutting all y'all out. And the way that it looks, if you ask me, Escape seems to be thriving well without you, sweetie. And you tried to be cute and come out with that gospel album that went 3 times triple titanium copper plastic in your house and your house only. You thought that was gonna get you up out of the woods, but that didn't work. You low down to me. I don't care what nobody say. So I'm gonna end this. And like I said, I'm gonna be fair because it's team effort, we family. But y'all know how I feel. But y'all drop down in the comments and tell me, based off of the information that y'all have been provided thus far, do y'all consider Latasha Scott R&B diva or a demon. Y'all know what the survey says for me, so I don't need to say it no more. She is a demon. And before I leave, Latasha Scott, until you do right by Tamika, may every song you create, every ballad you make, every low-down nasty sex tape you and Rocky make, may it be exposed. May you do lower than low numbers. May it never get you nowhere in life, but pure hell and loss. The same amount of loss that you gave your sister. You hear me? May you never see good for all the bad that you done with your low-down tired self. I wanted to say something else. Be glad I've been doing good. Y'all drop down in the comments and tell me if y'all think she a diva or a demon. She ain't no diva. In the words of Beyonce. You better be glad I couldn't put that on here. She ain't no diva. I love y'all. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Make sure you like and subscribe. Also, make sure you have your notifications turned on so you can be notified whenever I drop another banger like this. I love y'all. Peace.
Oh, babe, oh, babe, oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Why is this so for me? Oh, yeah, just man, alright. Oh, yeah, why is this so for me?